Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host, of course, Johnny, and thanks for joining me tonight. It's kind of a special night, in a sense. Lots of things have been going on the last week and a half of last year and the start of this year. Hi, Melina and Greg, good to see you. It's a new year. Happy New Year. I haven't gotten to wish anybody that. So yeah, it's a new year, and as you can see, I have a bunch of things here that I'm going to go through real quick. First of all, I did this last year. Hey, Vab! Happy New Year. First things first, this is my 2023 calendar that I got for Christmas. I haven't even opened it, so I don't even know what's inside of it. Hi, Pixie. I don't know what's inside. Ooh, the skyline, nice. They just announced the Ford GT, by the way, which looks really awesome. Anyway, Pixie's going to come and enjoy things. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this. This has a build a day of all kinds of things, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to start doing some of these next week, along with doing my regular builds and stuff. Also, with all the traveling I did, as you can tell, excuse me, I'm a little bit, come on, you're in the way. I'm a little bit still congested and stuff. It's been, like I said, a lot of traveling over the last week and a half, but went to the Disney store in Disney Springs, or not Disney store, the Lego store in Disney Springs. Got a lot of black pieces, so lots of slants and curves that I'm going to be starting on my Vader build. Not just any Vader build, not just the small, here I'm moving this out of the way, not just the small helmet Vader build like this, but this is going to be a good model example for what I want to do. I want to do a costume version of Vader, so that's going to be quite the undertaking. So anyway, that's what those are for. This, like I said, is going to be used coming up. This set I just got today. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I love Seinfeld. I'm not a huge fan of like the ideas with like just like, you know, being a scene set. I know they've done Friends, they did The Office, they obviously did Seinfeld. Really cool. That's for some people and not others. But this one was a great price. The box itself is still sealed, as you can see. I couldn't pass it up, so I got it today. So wasn't expecting that. Going to put that aside, but the big thing is we're going to be doing this, starting this tonight. This is a build I've been looking forward to. This is a look back, in a sense, at like what Lego came from, the original Space series. So if you look at the Spacemen, they look like they did way back in like the late 70s, early 80s. That's kind of when I started with Lego, and this was, the Galactic Explorer was one of the ships that they had for that. And yes, the new Speed Champions are looking fantastic. I may be getting into some of those myself, actually. But the Galactic Explorer, this is a bigger version of it, and it's not that, you know, so it's not fully the same as what, you know, where it came from. Yes, hi Dan, spaceship. These guys, their things are all correct. Yeah, they don't have the and I know a lot of my original space characters have that bottom thing broken, but these guys are all whole. So, but there's 4 of them. Like I said, the model is bigger than the original, but they still have the same robot here, and more spacemen. And I actually just saw a video earlier today on this. Hi everybody, thanks for joining, by the way. Very excited for the first of the year to be doing this. But I saw some of the features that are in this thing, how it opens up, how the ramps work and everything like that. This is a fantastic looking build, and I'm excited to do this. This build is also something that my good friend that I've known for the last year and a half, we knew him as Versus. His real name was Kelly, but he passed away before Christmas last year. And so this build, this whole build, and this stream specifically is dedicated to him. So yeah, we're gonna get started. So I got my timer. And we're starting in, oh, let me get my knife, because you have to have that. Trusty knife. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Alright, so yes, the Blacktron, I'm not spending the money to just get the Blacktron, so I'm gonna do what I can, because Blacktron was like my, oh, it's this. So I gotta see if I can slice this without hitting the thumb protrusions, because I don't want to push it in old school. I really don't. I saw someone that did it this way, and you can just slice it, supposedly, so that you don't have to do the thumb thing. And so far it seems to be working. Let me extend this out a little bit. Yeah, the Blacktron set, I grew up with, like I started with the original Space Series stuff, totally skipped the Futron stuff, and I had most of the Blacktron sets, so I really want to get them, get that bonus set. But I'm not going to spend the $100 in order to get it. So we'll see how that works. Ah, it didn't work. Oh well. Give it a shot, right? Tried all that, and boom. There we go. Alright. So, box is definitely being opened. Alright, so let's see how many... Oh, look at that. How many pieces we got? Nothing in there. That's an interesting little piece of something. So we'll put that there. That's what we're working on. And we'll go from there. So, this is cool because it looks like old school space. Like the old school instructions and everything. It looks very nice. But they still have the bags separated with numbers and stuff, which was not how it was when we were growing up, you know? So, let's see what this is. This is... I don't know. Oh, this is talking about the paper bags, which is funny because none of these are paper. I keep getting these where they talk about that they're making the bags that they ship them in paper, but they're not paper. They're still plastic. So I don't understand that. Yeah. Anyway. Oh no. I won't. I'm still gonna be doing my hour stream, and however long that gives me is how long it takes. You know. So I'm guessing this will take 2 nights, because it's not a complex build. It's a, and there's not a lot of bags. I'm seeing 7, 8, 9, but they're not full bags. You know what I mean? So 4, 3, 4. We're gonna do this. I think I'll probably get through 4 bags. So. I guess we'll see, won't we? First of the new year, we'll see how fast I go through. But yeah, I'm gonna do as many as I can. Not sure what that's for. That looks like, this looks like one of the things that, like, when you do a UCS set, that they put the big sticker on saying what it is. But this one doesn't have one of those, so I'm not sure what that is. Alright, so we're gonna try and open this. The smell of fresh Lego instructions. So let's see if there's anything cool in here. Ah, there we go. So they're talking about a word from the guy that, you know, kind of put it together. A classic revisited, because it is, like I said, it's based on the original. So here it is. That's what I thought. 1978, so when I was born, to 1984 is when the original space sets were going. And then they had things like, this is where they started Futron, where they started putting the visors on them. They jumped all the way to 93 for some reason, because like they skipped like all things with like Blacktron and stuff like that. Though I guess they had the same visors anyway. Yeah, I'm assuming that's part of the thing. There's spaceship, right there. Spaceship! He's even got the mouth. Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. We are getting started on the build. As I said at the beginning, this whole build is dedicated to my friend Versus, and I am excited to build this, but definitely missing him today. Oh, look at that. So instead of pulling open the bag, you can just rip it down the side, and it's much nicer. Alright, so we're going to do... so we got to divide these just like we do others up. That side there. Another set here. Little bag of pieces. And these, we got the famous push pins, which is kind of how they do structure technic things these days in builds, which I really like. Really handy, and I know I'm going to be using that in my own builds coming up here. First things first, we need to put a spaceman together. Classic spaceman. Oops. Ah, he needs his oxygen tanks. So we got his legs. There they are. Oxygen tanks. Head goes on. Simple little smiley face. And boom. There we go. Classic spaceman. There we go. He's already victorious just because he's cool and awesome. Alright, here we go. We're actually getting to build. So yeah, this set, when I got a deal on it because for Black Friday they were doing this. Oh, we're doing the robot. Okay. Somebody start dancing like the robot. Walmart started doing a deal, and in fact, you can find it still for 75 bucks. It goes for 100 on the Lego website, but you can get it for 75 still on Walmart's site. And every now and then, I see that it drops again down to the 50 bucks that I got this one for on Christmas, or starting on Black Friday actually, which is pretty wild because it's a $100 set. So if you can pick it up, do it, because you can't go wrong. Yeah, the new Speed Champions, I've followed them a little bit. I've followed all of LEGO. Hi everybody, thanks for joining. We're getting started on the robot. Right now, he's almost done. He'll go with the spaceman. That says spaceship. Ooh, that piece. But yeah, the Speed Champions. Oh, he's carrying coffee. This is great. He's carrying coffee cups. That's new. I mean, but I guess even spacemen need coffee, right? I never thought about that. But spacemen need coffee. But yeah, the new Speed Champions, they actually, the models, and now I've started looking back at some of the other models. They look absolutely fantastic. So I'm excited. So there we go. There's our robot. A robot dude. I'll go with the spaceman and hand him his coffee. There we go. Alright, let's actually get started on the build itself. So, like I said, this is different than the original. It's named the same. Different set number, but it's different than the original. Hi everybody for joining. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I don't know how you found me, but I am glad you did. And building Legos is a lot of fun, and I hope you have fun with me. So we're doing the Galaxy Explorer, part of the 90 years of Lego. Not all Lego. If you guys were on a stream a couple weeks ago, my moderator UR actually did some trivia, and we found out when Lego actually first started doing plastic bricks. They didn't start doing it right away. In fact, they didn't do it for quite a while. They did manufacture toys, but it was not plastic for a while. All right, we're gonna put that down for a second. Whoops. I need to move these out of the way. There we go. Kind of make this more centralized. There we go. So the building process is going to be a lot different than when this originally first came out. And part of my voice, just because I'm a little congested still, but the show must go on. But the building process is going to be way different than than how it originally came out. Alright, so we're doing this. Put that there, gotta build a little apparatus. Yeah, I have not heard anything about the new UCS set. They've been kind of hush-hush on it, which I'm surprised at. Normally we know by the start of the year what at least May the 4th is going to be. And we don't know yet. So it's going to be interesting to find out. So. Right, these armatures are here. Oh, this is the landing gear. I saw on the video, this is the landing gear is really cool on this. Like it actually retracts and comes down, which is something that the original definitely did not have. So I'm excited about that. Really cool feature. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there. Alright. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone got to enjoy a great holiday, however you celebrated, and had a bunch of fantastic fun. Let's see, this goes beside, yep, all the way through, so that acts as kind of a stop, looks like. And we're going to put this in between. Alright. Yeah, I agree. If they're keeping this quiet about it, it is definitely going to be a good good reveal. I mean, like, it would be really disappointing if it wasn't. And you know everyone would be disappointed if it's like, what? So yeah, I think they're being hush-hush because they wanted to be, because like they did. That may be true. That's for sure. I mean, if it is a Bad Batch, that's true. And I haven't actually watched any of that. I need to. I just haven't had time. There's so much that I need to catch up on. I need to watch Andor still, just because that one's actually good, from what I hear. Unlike some of the stuff that's came out recently. Hi, you are. Good to see you. We got people in here, so give some do some of the Lego trivia that you did before, if you still have it around. See how well they know their Lego. Maybe you can find some new stuff too. Yeah, if it's the Bad Batch, and it seems to be, people seem to really like it. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet, but I do need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's on the 6th one. It would be really cool if it's something tied into that and they make it, you know, awesome that way. But we'll find out. I know you are my moderators. You are, and she's feeling a little under the weather. Not really under the weather, but well, she can tell you if she wants. But all right, flipping this over, and we are gonna tie some of these things together. All right, so we got some trivia coming up shortly, so stick around and see if you know. No cheating, no using Google or anything to find it. Hi everybody, thanks for joining. Got some Lego trivia coming up, so stay tuned, and we'll see how well you know. I mean, if you want to cheat, you can, but that's no fun, you know? All right, flipping back over, and we're doing more structure. All right, so we do, oh, all right, so we put this in first, which is interesting. It's like it just guides it here, you know? This doesn't really stay in, but it's just there as a guide for some reason. I'm not sure, because the other two are the ones that hold it there. All right, so we did that. We're gonna use this, so we're gonna build the ship here and everything. Hi everybody. Feel free to chat, say hello, tell me what you had for dinner, because dinner is awesome. I just had some spinach and turkey meatballs, because I am feeling a little under the weather, so I didn't want to eat too much. But let me know what you had for dinner, what you have for dessert, if anything. Talk Lego. It does kind of look like a Y-wing, you're right. I was thinking kind of the same thing. Doesn't spread out enough, though. I should know I have that one, of course. Alright, so this is... Okay, so these are... I love these push pin things because they use them as... Like, if you have a Technic piece, you put it in here for doing a structure piece, and then you slide it in with another one from another piece you've built, and then you push it together so that you join the pieces up so that it makes it easier to do that. They've started doing that a lot in these bigger build type things, and so I'm liking how they're using these things and stuff. Ooh, that sounds good. Meatballs and gravy with cabbage and cornbread. That sounds actually pretty interesting. How's Oliver doing, Dan? Have to ask. Alright, so we're gonna put this in. This is gonna be towards the back. Make sure I'm the right number. And then we're gonna use this and join it up again with this piece that only just kind of guides it. This white part. Kind of interesting. It's always weird trying to put multiple Technic pieces kind of together because they tend to, until they're together, they bend and sway a little bit, and it makes it kind of interesting. Alright, here we go. The main part of the superstructure is complete. Alright. Again, pardon me for my sounding a little bit under the weather. It's just a bit of congestion, nothing beyond that. So, and don't worry, you can't catch it through the computer. I promise, it is not a computer virus. But then again, if I was trying to give you a computer virus, I wouldn't tell you I was trying to give you a computer. Nachos. Oh, you know what? I love to make nachos for dinner. Like, be able to just like put a mess of stuff on them. Whether it's like pepperoni, pulled pork, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. Nachos are great. And you can have them anytime. Like, I don't know what you would do for breakfast nachos. I mean, aside from like bacon bits. I guess you could do egg, but that'd be weird. But yeah, you can have nachos for, I've had them for lunch and for dinner just because nachos are great. Ooh, there we go. Alright, there's your first question. So 1961... You had ice cream and cheese. That's an interesting dinner. Okay, 1961 was the first time you could buy this Lego element. What is it? Okay, there we go. Well, that's good. That means he's feeling great and he should be upsetting you. I'm glad he is. The cone. The cone. I'm trying to remember what this was. Alright, I gotta put this down and do this. Cone, nope. Is this one you did before? Because I don't remember it. I think I answered a year correctly, and it was a guess, and I was right. Oh, like the minifig? I don't know if the minifig would be considered an element, though. Like, an element is usually, like, one brick type or something like that. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Alright, so one of these goes on here. Oh, and it has a... It's weird how they put these things together sometimes. Like that. This... Oh, that's weird. So there's a little red doohickey here, but this goes right beside it. So it's like, I'm not sure. I mean, like, oh, I guess that stops it. It only goes so far. Ah, they're so ingenious. I love it. Okay. Oh, wheel. Oh, okay. So like little car wheels. Okay. Ha. I did not know that. Or did you ask that one before? I don't remember, like I said. It's been a long couple weeks. I think it's funny that it took them that long to come up with wheels, because, like, you know, for the cars or whatever. But I guess it depends on. I mean, they are the ones that revolutionized and started with the plastic bricks in the first place. So, like, they were inventing everything, you know, all at once. You know, so. All right, so. Ooh, what is it? Oh, this is very interesting. This goes in the back. I didn't realize that. Okay, so this looks like this is going to be our back hatch to keep up the where the car is going to eventually roll into. So, yeah. So that goes on there. This goes on here. Thanks for the like, by the way. Appreciate it. This goes on here. These are really cool hinges, by the way. I like these things. They're really neat. They used to have them, back when I first started building with Lego, they had these already put together. Now they have them in half, where you can do either half or whatever. But they were always together. I remember doing like a tow truck with it. All right, so we got to put these to. Oh no, these go side by side. Okay. Let's see. That goes how far over? 2. All right, that makes sense. Now we do the same thing on the other side. This one's opposite, though. Of course, got to read the directions, right? Right. Hey, congrats! Elden Ring is not easy. I've seen several streams of it, and it can be challenging. Though I also saw someone that did it in like, I think it was like 4 minutes or something, because they did an exploit or something, which is insane. Oh, look at that. That looks cool. The little pattern. Alright, so this goes on here, right on the back. Does it go all the way through? It does. It goes all the way to there. And then this is going to join up here. Oh yeah, yeah. That was one of Versus' favorite games, and he would stress over that quite a lot. Yeah. Well, no, he stressed over it. He definitely stressed over it. But he streamed it because he had fun with it. All right. So the next question that was asked: what year did the first interlocking blocks appear? Now, are we talking? Well, I guess you can't be specific, huh? Are we talking the first plastic ones, or are we talking like wooden ones? Because maybe they did that too. Because I know they started with wooden blocks and wooden toys. So we're gonna lay that down. And again, thanks everyone for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. It's always nice to chat with people while you're building awesome Legos. Oh, dark. So you're going all the way back. So wait a minute. Elden Ring is like a Dark Souls-ish type game, and kind of like people have gotten their feet wet, obviously, with Dark Souls 1 and 2 and that sort of thing. But now you're going all the way back from Elden Ring back to that. It's going to be completely different. Like, you're going to be like, this is so old school. It's kind of funny. Alright, and should be another white block here. Oh, there it is. It's underneath the instructions. 1949. Okay, so that's when the first plastic blocks were coming into use. 1949. Okay. Alright, one more apparatus is in the last landing gear thing, looks like. Oh, gotta make sure those go the right way. Alright. Landing gear and last little foot thing. It goes opposite, goes in here, and then it runs up against this. There's like a little light piece. It's like a see-through red glow piece that the foot rests against. Alright, so now we're gonna put this together. Now we've got the base of the ship itself. So let's get this first. There we go. Alright, so we got the main part of the ship itself. Look at that. This thing is, I think it's twice as big as the original. I mean, it's just massive. The little robots falling out. We're going to move them back out of the way so they don't get hit by their own spaceship. That would not be pleasant, would it? Alright, hurry back, Greg, whenever you can. Because you all thought it was the other answer. What year was the first minifigure? There you go. Give the people what they want, right? Oh, so these are very long, or very wide landing gear. Alright, there you go. Answer the question. When was the first minifigure? I think I remember, but I'm not 100% sure. So, again, been a long week. Week and a half. 2 weeks. Been 2 weeks since I've done this, huh? Yeah. Alright, so we are at the half-hour mark, and I'm just finishing the first bag, which is nice. I like this. Alright, so this goes... So we got landing gear here. That combines with this landing gear here. Oh, and I gotta put the foot type thing on there. First year of the minifigure. I'm gonna say it was... Give us a little time. I'm gonna say it was... What was it, 1969, I think? Again, just a guess. Dan's looking on Google, I know. I can see all your computers. I know if you're checking Google or not. This goes here. Alright. So the landing gear parts are... Whoops, I forgot the foot again. Alright, and now the outside structure pieces, just to finish everything up, kinda. Keep it all together so it doesn't move. There we go. So what year was the minifigure introduced? I said 1969. Someone else think about it. See if you know. Alright. We are done with bag one. There we go. So this is the roughly how long this thing is going to be. Definitely not how wide. It's going to be wider than this, but so it's not 1969. Okay. So that year is out. All right. So we got some extra pieces here. I can half build another robot. It looks like. Cool. All right. So that was all. That took about a half hour. Of course, I was talking about the thing and stuff, but so yeah, I'm probably only going to get 3 bags done. It looks like. Go. Dang, I should have always been opening bags like that. 1945. Ooh. That's a record year, I think. Here, we're gonna move this thing out of the way. We're gonna move the spaceship up here. We're gonna slide these over so that we can see what we're working with. 1945. Good guess. Okay. Nope, not 1945. Interesting. We get to build the little car. Woo. I see the steering wheel in here. See? Steering wheel. 2 bags, a little bit. Oh man, this is definitely gonna take us longer than I thought. Let's move these over out of the way. I did know that. I should have known that. 1978. So 1978 was when they first came out with the Space series, like the Spacemen guys. That's also when I was born. I should have said that. Duh. 1978. All right. Alright, now we're putting on some wings. Nice. So, let's do this. The satisfying sound of the snap. Satisfying snap. Alright. So 1978 was when the first minifigs, and that's interesting too, because I remember getting some of those first space sets when I was a little bit older, and they still looked the same. Like the spacemen still looked like, you know, these guys do here. And we also had some old town sets. It was like a hotel and a police station, and like a popcorn stand and stuff, and the minifigures all looked, you know, kind of the same. So that's kind of neat. Tribute question. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. I like that. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining the stream. We are on bag 2 of the Galaxy Explorer. So far going well. It's taken about a half hour to do bag 1, just to open everything and take a look at it and stuff and do the bag. So this set is bigger than the original by about 2 times. So it's taking a little bit longer, but hey, that's okay. Longer builds are fun. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. Very much appreciate it. And I hope you're having fun. Chat in the chat and say hi to everybody. A group of these are called a harem. What are they? I don't know. I know it's an animal of some kind, but I don't know what that would be. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Getting the bottom all kind of squared away here. Solidified. This is the best way, by the way, to strengthen a Lego set, is to have Technic elements within it that are joined together with the little shafts and everything like that, and then you reinforce it by regular Lego bricks, and so it becomes like, it's not even just doubly strong, it's like quadruply strong. Is how, I guess you could say, the physics work. It's really, really smart to do it that way. So, I don't know. Give people a chance to think, I guess. I'm not even sure what that would be. I mean, like, a group of crazy brick builders? I don't know. I mean, that would kind of make sense, maybe. She asked the question. Oh, first you missed the minifig question. What year did the minifig get introduced? Since we all answered that one before, and it was 1978 when the minifig was first introduced, which is when this set came out and the first Spaceman came out. So the next question is, what a group of these is called a harem? I mean, in ancient times, I know what that was. It was a group of women in like any of the places that were you know, like, you know, anywhere, Rome, Egyptian, you know, whatever. I mean, like, that's what they were called. Man, we're doing all these flat pieces. This thing is going to be all closed up. Look at this. I love all these flat bricks. This is so great. Really neat. Now I just got to pay attention to make sure I don't mess up and forget one. Hey, I kept it very clean how I said that, okay? Was very careful. Alright. It's kind of a weird name, though, if you think about it, since there is the other term for it, so, or the other meaning for it, so. Alright, a couple more of these wing pieces on the bottom. Oh, really? That, oh, being that it's for Versus, I should have, yep, I should have known. Versus was the reason why this is dedicated to Versus, he's a good friend of mine and yours. We've known for the last year and a half in the game Final Fantasy 7 or 11. No, 14. Ah, gosh, there's too many of them. Oh, I did that wrong. These do not go on yet. And we've known him for about a year and a half, and he sadly passed away just before Christmas. And one of his little mounts that he had was a peacock, and he loved it. And he also had a little minion that followed him around that was a peacock. That was just his thing. Yeah, 14. I don't know. Actually, a friend of mine, I linked the Ford GT to, and he already has the Porsche, and I was like, are you gonna get this? And he's like, I had no idea that was coming out. I was like, well, yeah, that's why I'm sending it to you, so you can see. All right, so this is our ramp. Folded it down, but this is our back ramp, so it looks like I have everything here. That was a lot of flat pieces to put on. I'm just going over it real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I'm good though. Ooh, okay, so we're putting 2 bottom rocket things down, 2 radar dishes that are like, this thing's like a VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing. It's got like little things here. Oh look, here we go, we get to put the landing gear on. So these are the landing gear. They're nice smooth little landing gears. They go right in the middle. Yeah, that's cool. And they open this way. Ah, oh, that's awesome. I like that. Hi Jerry, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks everybody for joining again, by the way. But yeah, Versus loved peacocks, so that was a good thing. She's doing a little bit of trivia that we did a few weeks ago. There weren't that many people on, so we're doing it again. This landing gear is really cool though. It just snaps down and pops back up. Oh, it's going good. I think we're having fun. I'm going to put these landing gear up so that we can sit this down. It's probably not going to work to push down on it, but we'll see, because it looks like it might be sturdy. This is something that the original definitely didn't have. It had the static landing gear, but it definitely sits down. That is cool. I like that. I like how that looks. Good to see you, Jerry. What'd you have for dinner? Have to ask. Alright, so now we're putting in more light bricks. That's like more, they're right around the landing gear. Just various things. So, alright, so let's put these on first. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Third base? So these are kind of further solidifying stuff before we start really building up the ship and its wings and stuff. And this is going to be cockpit area, I'm sure, because it sits way back. So a little penne pasta sounds good. Was it from Eaton Park? Because some of you, a lot of the last couple times I've asked you, it's always been like from Eaton Park. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and chat. Enjoy yourself. I appreciate everybody that stops by. This is our second bag of the Galaxy Explorer, which is a tribute to the original back from 1978. Nope, not this time. It's been a while since I've had Eaton Park. They do change stuff and they make things pretty good, so I need to have them again sometime. Actually, I just saw they came out with something new, and I was like, ooh, I need to try that. I can't remember what it was, but I saw it advertised on their sign. Alright, now we're doing more. Oh, there's a lot of flat pieces. Okay, so we gotta be careful here again. Alright, let's do... this is definitely all the cockpit stuff. So we're gonna do a flat piece here, and then these are so that it offsets the it's hard to see because of the white. There we go. these offset from 3. It offsets the spacemen, so they can sit beside each other, and so this is 6 across, but then it pulls them in a little bit so that they can fit better, and their arms don't run into each other. They stay right beside each other. So this is like I said, this is twice as big as the previous one, which had the cockpit had 1 person and then 1 person, as opposed to like you can fit all 4 in the cockpit now. Roasted veggie salad. That would be tasty. Again, apologize for being a little under the weather. Not too bad. Today's Tuesday, right? I was off all last week, driving a lot, so my weeks are off. My days are off. All right, well, this big. Here we go. All right, so we're starting to pull everything up and together so that it stays together. Ah, knocked over the robot. Robot with his. Jerry, you would like this. This robot, he has 2 coffee mugs. So like he's ready to give the coffee to the oops, I have his head a little bit turned. There we go. Coffee to the spaceman. I do not. That's actually another set I'm looking at right now. Just looking to see if I can find it somewhere, whether on Marketplace or something like that. Just seeing what's out there. Because people do have it. That's kind of how I got. That's how I got the Seinfeld set. Like someone ended up getting up 2, or getting 2. Now this is interesting. So it's just like an airplane. They have steering wheels for steering the spaceship. I was able to push those down without too much of a hassle. Anyway, someone had an extra Seinfeld, and I wasn't. It's not one I was going to get myself. But because of the price, I was like, I gotta get that. Alright, so I'm gonna put the landing gear up. So landing gear folds up pretty nicely. Like it just fits in there perfectly. So it's like smooth. So now I don't have to worry about it falling right now. Alright, so we got these things. Traditional minifigures, Lego people, always had the familiar 2 dots and a smile painted in black on their face. But what was the first theme to include custom face? Ooh, that's a good question. What is the first theme to include custom faces? That is a very good question. All right, figure that out. So now we're putting in the seats so that they have backrests, because their backs get heavy with the little. Remember, because they have the little oxygen tanks. So let's experiment. Let's try them out. Let's set them down. Star Wars. Ooh, I don't think they were the first. Star Wars. There we go. Look at that. He sits on there just fine. His oxygen tanks fit. He is happy there. All right, go back and get your coffee. Yeah, I was gonna say Star Wars. No. Pirates. I'm gonna say Pirates. Because Lego City. I think Pirates was before Lego City, though. They had Lego Town, but I'm thinking Pirates. Pirates has been out for a while, and I know like Captain. The captain always had like the beard / mustache and things like that. So I'm gonna guess that. Hi again, Pixie. How you doing? Oh, you just knocked stuff off. Good job. She's like, oops, I'm gonna go away now. Johnny Depp. Yeah, actually, yeah. It's a Pirates theme from way before Pirates of the Caribbean came out. This is like I'm talking like mid '80s. I think that they came out with. They came out with the. Oh, come on. Can't go over here. Here, go play with this. Here. Hey. Go get it. It what? Oh, I was right. Yeah, they came out with Pirates kind of like in the mid '80s, and they were the first like floatable ships. Like you could actually float them in a bathtub if you wanted to. And in fact, that was one of the things that that they said was, you know, a feature. Like you could actually float your pirate ship in the water. That's awesome. And I know I have some pirate themed ones around somewhere. It's been a long time since I've seen those. Ooh, we're getting some specialty pieces here. What time are we at? 8:52. I think I'm going to get done with this one, and I'm really not going to be able to start on another one, and that's okay. I'm enjoying this build. This is a really cool. It's really neat to see how this has come about, and the differences between this and like the original. Really, really neat. Plus, I'm a little under the weather still, so yeah. All right, so we make a little tent back here. It's kind of what it looks like. It's like a little tent with these slants. Hey, Pixie. She looked back at me. I did that just for you, Jerry. All right, so now we're gonna. Ooh, I always love. Oh, she came back. She's like, hey, you messaged me, so to speak. These I always loved with older Lego builds, like the original. Thank you. You are. That was nice. Tune in next week for more trivia. And she's back. See. They always did these kind of things, like whenever they had, because one of the things that Lego Space had, like they always had like a couple smaller ships and vehicles, and then they had a bigger one that had like multiple pieces that came together and could separate and stuff. So you always have like an end or something like this that would be like, you know, this is, you know, where the next piece would slide into and stuff. It was neat. Oh, you're leaning against my Legos. Oh, see, you're fine there. Alright, so I'm gonna put that down. And next long piece. Another hinge piece. This, I'm not sure what that's going to be for. Excuse me as I cough in everybody's ear. I open. Oh, that's awesome! Hey, that's great, Cam. Cam? Why did I say Cam? If you need help setting it up, I mean, generally it's pretty easy, but I mean, like, I mean, if you need help setting it up, let me know, and I'll definitely give you a hand. That's awesome. Let me know when and where you're gonna start streaming, and I will hang out with you. Yep, no problem. I can do that, no problem. Like I said, the setup usually is pretty simple. It's like setting up the actual hardware is not too difficult. Oh, I gotta do this twice. I should have been paying attention. The initial setup of the hardware itself is pretty easy. It's just the configuration and getting it to work with your environment. Yeah. I gotta start back here. It's that initial configuration, and like for instance, like how lit up around everything is going to matter with how your camera itself is set up with white saturation. Which again, the Microsoft one that I have up here, this one does it pretty automatically, but sometimes it gets it wrong, and sometimes you have to force it. So that's you know, that's the biggest headache that I ran into when I first started. In fact, some of my early videos, especially with the AT-AT, because there's so much gray, it really discolored things because of the color of the table was brown. So I had to play around with stuff. Oh, I don't know. I haven't even looked at it. I was going to start doing that next week, the Lego calendar, and adding it to doing, you know, this stuff. So actually, I'll do whenever I stop. Today's the 3rd. Jeez, I haven't even looked at it. Just been so busy. I'll look at it whenever we're done with the build, and we'll see what the first couple days are, and I'll probably do those first several days on my own and like take pictures of them or something like that, or display them next week, and then I'll do a couple of them or one of them starting next week on stream. Ooh, look at this. All right, so we've got the ship here. I was wondering what those are for. So we're connecting this. This is weird. Oh, I know. This is like for the whole cockpit. So that's why it's designed this way. Interesting. There the way they come up with this stuff is just so cool. All right, so that's how they get the slant for the cockpit, so that it looks the way it does. It's not the Microsoft Lego, but I really like it. It has, oh yeah, I mean, a good camera has autofocus. It has to. I mean, nowadays, if you have a camera that doesn't have autofocus, then that's just silly. Sometimes, and again, it depends on the lighting and stuff, but my autofocus sometimes screws up, and it'll be blurry for a bit, and I have to wave my hand in front of it in order for it to wake up properly. So just be aware of that. All right, a couple more pieces, these 6 pieces, and we are done for tonight. So that, and a little barrel. That, and here we go for the last piece for tonight. And whoop, no, I didn't want to open that. Done. All right, so there we go. 50 minutes, 36 seconds. There we go. So that's the first night of building the Galaxy Explorer. Still not sure what this is for. Looks like a tongue. It probably is going to be something in the back or whatever. That fits perfectly in there. This has to be what that's for. So if this opens up, that would be cool if that's what this is for, like a retractable. I'm hoping that's what that is. It does. This is really cool. Simply because of the way it's built and designed. Again, this is kind of unique because instead of just being a solid thing that they use regular slants to give it a slant, so to speak, it's forced to be slanted, and it rests on here, and then you add more onto it to give it kind of the general surface shape, which is, again, it's another unique way to do things, and there's 2 more things here to be pushed in so it doesn't, you can't just lift those up. That's all going to be started on next week. So let's see what the calendar has for these first 3 days. Like I said, I have not even opened it. See? Pristine. All right. Oh, that's the back. That's why it's pristine. So it's still pristine. All right. So I will build each of these things, even if they stink. All right. Advertisement. Oh, okay. So New Year, new builds. Create a scene inspired by your New Year's resolution or something you are looking forward to this year. Commit to a new habit, set a goal, or dream up a new adventure. Then build it into reality. Oh, man. Oh, actually, I can do that. I can, because I'm looking to do, There we go. And it looked like my stream had paused for a second. Sorry. So it looks like, since I'm dreaming, I'm looking to do the Vader build and stuff, I can easily do like a little mock-up of that real quick. With the new pieces I have. New Lego pieces, so yeah. Alright, so that's for January 1st, December 31st. December 2nd, or January 2nd, one of the most difficult LEGO building challenges is to build a sphere because LEGO elements tend to be square or rectangular. Try to build the smoothest sphere possible. Okay, that one's a challenge. Alright, you guys in the lug that are here watching, same challenge. Alright, you guys have to do this with me. And take pictures and post them on your Instagram or in the lug Discord, you know. Alright, so we got to do something that you're looking forward to doing this year. Whether it's a habit, a New Year's resolution, whatever. Okay, that's the first one. Second one is build a sphere. Alright, build another one. Build a small... Here, challenge yourself. If you've already done a sphere, do one as smooth as possible, as small as possible. How about that? That doesn't count. Nope, you have to actually build it. The Indiana Jones stone doesn't count. Oh, right, well, you have planets, right? I want to see one as small as possible. And then today's is there have been more than 150 different LEGO themes, and counting. Show what would happen if LEGO minifigures from 2 different themes collided. What is the occasion of their meeting, and how would their themes merge together? Well, this will be interesting. I have a couple different themes. Ooh. I'm looking at Bowser. I'm gonna see what happens when Bowser and the spacemen meet. We'll see what happens. How about that? My stream keeps pausing for some reason. I don't know why. Or it looks like it is. Yeah. Alright, so those are the 3 challenges. If you've already done spheres, try to make it more interesting. I don't know. Make spheres with spikes. There we go. Here. Do a sphere that has spikes on it that looks like one of the eggs, or one of the spikies that the cloud guy drops in Mario. Lakitu, I think is his name. Do that. Something like that. Give yourself a different challenge. Something like that. That's the first 3. I'll have more next week. I'll be going through. But yeah, sounds like fun. This is going to be interesting. I'm committing to doing it myself. Just because I have to do mocks. I have to work on doing my own custom stuff, you know, and getting better at my techniques and things. Because I'm just starting. And if I'm going to do Vader, I'm going to need a lot of that. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. First stream of the new year. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I appreciate everyone being here. So like, share, subscribe, comment, post social media, all that fun stuff. I have to say it. Just because, ooh, you know what? I might have missed some wording in here before I end. I might have missed some wording with the first spaceman in the instructions. I had that with Bowser where they talked about certain things. I'm just double checking. Where they talked about specific things about, you know, where something came from or whatever. Let me double check real quick, make sure I didn't miss the words. I was too busy having fun building this that I may have. Oh, here we go. When completed, this Galaxy Explorer will feature 3 retractable landing pads. Okay, we know that because I showed you guys that and they were already there. Let's see, anything else? Anything else? Oh, here we go. The white ventilator, retired for many years, was reintroduced for 2019. Oh, okay. So this piece, interesting. I always call them vents, and they are, but it's a ventilator. So it's like this ribbed piece or whatever. That was retired for a while, and then they came back in 2019. That's kind of interesting, because I always thought those were cool pieces. Alright. I gotta make sure I read these. I was having too much fun with the chat. Alright, so we are on to bag 3 next time. So, again, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Until next time, keep on building. And again, you know, rest well versus you are missed. Thanks, everybody.